Hello everyone, I'm Filmos and today I'm joined by Marcin
Hello, hello.
and Ben.
Hello.
And both of those guys were working with me on the final encounter, and this is what we'll be reviewing today. After nearly 5 years, a bit less because it's 5 years since the glitch encounter, this came out like few months after, but we'll be trying to play it and hopefully not die in the process.
Struggle through it.
Yeah. I think we just go with normal for now. If stuff gets hard, we just switch to easy. I mean, there is no shame in playing on easy, is there?
A little bit. Little bit of shame.
Yeah, they're right. It's you. Kara told me what you did. Yeah. So this happens after the Kara encounter. And you can see we are a little bit hurt from that as well. And now he's going to heal me instead. I know what he's up to, so...
Yeah, why didn't you get healed?
I just dodged it.
Actually green.
Yeah. Didn't want to... It's the same trick we used in a glitch encounter, which is the fake color, and decided I'm just going to skip it. We're going to need that extra 1 hit of health. Especially
Pretty sure I actually fell for it the first time just because it was green and was like, okay, well, it's green, it has to be real now.
Yeah. Okay, this is easy enough.
I got to see how many typos I made this many years ago.
Oh, yeah, this is also a thing. So, if you guys don't know, Marcin worked on partially on the sprites. There was also another person that worked on the sprites, but we couldn't get a hold of him for this video.
I've only done like 1 or 2 things for this encounter actually, other than like plate async and giving you, I guess, some info.
Yeah, and oh yeah, completely forgot I have to be still for this part. And Ben worked on translation and I mean just proofreading and keeping everything intact.
I'm responsible for every typo made in this encounter, so you may blame me for that.
Not everyone. I think. Oh come on! I'm really bad. We aren't even halfway through the first attack, and I'm already dying. I don't think everyone. I might have forgotten a few things to send you, so there might be just my omissions.
Yeah, there's a few here that are purely you and that weren't proofed at all, but.
I'm doing terribly, by the way, because the first attack here is really long. And if you get past the first attack, then you get checkpoints. But you have to get past the first attack, and that's not... Or maybe... I don't know. I know that there are some places where it's just not fair. Like...
I'm pretty sure it's no hittable.
I mean, it is, but you have to memorize, at certain points you have to memorize the patterns, because sometimes if you... I remember one attack because everyone always gets hit on it, where if you stand in the middle, there is just undodgeable bullet. Just from nowhere.
Oh. I don't remember everything from the encounter.
I mean, yeah, I don't remember either, but I remember this single part because it's something that I should have fixed. I didn't, no idea why, and I'm dead. So let's do that again.
I just remember there's Minecraft in this, I think, yes?
Yeah, but those are for the end. No, there's actually a lot of stuff in this. Like, it has a few distinct phases. And this is the... Yeah, at this stage in the development I was like, who needs skippable cutscenes? Definitely not us. Let's just, not do that. Or, yeah, so there's no way for me to skip it. Which is... Yeah, not the best decision. Okay, and we are going. So, Ben, would you like to tell the story of how you joined the team?
If I can even remember how I joined the team. I know I watched a few of your videos all the way back when. I think I started with the first one after the glitch encounter, and I got almost annoyed by the text, but I didn't think it was really good. I got just annoyed by the amount of typos.
Yeah, there are a lot of them there. Like, a lot of them.
I mean, it's learning experience. Let's see. Back then, I know I tried to contact you. I think I just did through YouTube. But weren't you looking for people to help?
No, I think you just left a comment saying that there are so many typos. And
It was just me complaining.
yeah.
I don't even remember that. That sounds like me.
And then you offered your help, which was
Yeah, I offered to help when we contacted through Discord here.
yeah, that was back when on the age of the first Discord server, because this is what we the server that we are on right now, the one that's linked in the description, shameless plug, is actually a second iteration, because the first one.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was a first one, and that's where we contacted with Ben at the start, and the first one was actually way more popular than this one, for a single reason. I managed to get a list of links to servers which allowed for custom emotes, because that was the days when custom emotes were really rare and you had to join.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah. And at a certain point there were like hundreds of members, but all of them were just for that list of emotes. And then the emote just broke. Like, they were no longer supported by Discord. So at that point I was like, well, there is no sense in continuing with this Discord, because people are not here for either the encounters or anything of my work. They're just for that one channel, which is no longer actually working. So instead of moving or pruning or doing something like that, I just deleted the whole server, which was, yeah. Okay, this is really easy. Okay, and this was
Well,
hard.
it's a random order. Oh, I don't remember that, but that's actually quite tough.
Okay, and this is the one where what I was talking about, that if you are not prepared, you are going to get hit by that orange bullets, because you are supposed to just be pushed down, but if you stand in the middle, you are going to get hurt as well. So yeah, not all attacks are fair.
Yeah, you need to actually know where to stand.
Yeah, that should have been fixed. They could have been like brown and then, oh yeah. And now I just stand here and wait, which is also not. But I think that's the end. I think we are past the very first phase. Now there's dialogue, right? Yes. Okay, so this is like, I think this is the first checkpoint. Yeah, and we are back with the souls again.
Oh god, this noise.
Yeah,
I remember that so well.
You can see that I really didn't like that square of hearts that was in the last encounter, and decided to go a little bit further.
Yeah, this is proper character development.
Yeah. A gift from Kara. And the blast and the very second phase. Okay, and here we are like breaking the fourth wall, we are breaking everything. This is supposed to be like, you know, look how powerful this entity is. It can just shoot your bullets at you.
It is a very flowy thing to do, to just break the game to attack you.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, there's that barely. And as you can see, we are also getting rid of the square. So from now on, if I remember correctly, we are just going to completely get rid of the UI. We are not going back there. We are just going to use the whole space for dodging. And now we slowly wait for the HP to drain out. This is the place where I wanted to like introduce players to the, you know, respawn system, the checkpoint system. Because you see, you die, and then he talks. You can't run away that easily, you are back. And from now on we have checkpoints.
Oh, the music is a nice touch. It like ties everything together.
Well, yeah. The music is actually really cool. It's really interesting because the music uses leitmotifs from many different you know, characters. So there's like Papyrus theme in then Sans theme, all of them. And that wasn't intentional, that was because of course the music wasn't made by me. I don't have such talent, I just found it on the internet. Of course contacted the author, asked for permission, and I especially like the beginning, but then the themes were kind of like an addition to it, and I was like, yeah, that works. Okay, and this is the... Oh, this is the hard, because you have to... Your movement changes the bullets. You probably can see it while I'm playing, but depending on how you move, you change. Okay, and now I have to really focus on trying to not lose myself in the crowd.
You're staying on the
get
right.
hit if you touch them?
No, not... See, I can just pass through them.
Yeah.
There is a second part where they are like angry hearts and they will hit you. This is... You can see that I was trying really many different cool gimmicks, which were more flashy than hard. But yeah, this looks kinda nice. It's definitely something new, right? Okay, and those cards will hurt me now.
Is it actually random? Like, is their movement random or is it scripted?
It's random. It's it just goes in a direction and changes from time to time. I think, I don't know, that was so long ago that I no longer remember, to be honest. But I think that's more or less what's going on. Okay.
So now we can actually see.
Yeah, now we can see which one is me, but you can touch the others because they will hurt you. So that you have like way more projectiles, unless you just destroy all the hearts like this, and then it's easy. Yeah. The other thing about the whole encounter thing, is how long the waves are. They are really, really long. Okay, you are not going to see that. This is like... Yeah.
I do think in some of these attacks, in hindsight, they should have been a little bit more equal in difficulty, because we have a few where it's like very difficult attacks and then just...
Yeah, like this...
This, which is extremely easy.
Yeah, this one was just like a show off, because it's supposed to move, it moves your whole screen across. And here we go with the tutorial ultimate version. And it's slow.
Oh god, I remember this. This is creepy.
Yeah.
This creeped me out the first time I saw it.
I mean, yeah, it has no eyes. It has that Kara blush. So, Marcin,
Who made this?
you did.
No, I did not make this.
You didn't make it?
No, I don't think I did. I think I
Are
could
you
have...
I think you made it.
Yeah, I think you made it as well.
Did I? I
Yeah.
don't think I could have done this blush that she has.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you found it somewhere, or you got another person to do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like sure that you were the one who made it. I was just going to ask you for the story behind it and the inspiration. Well, that's awkward. Well, okay.
I don't quite remember what I did for this encounter, but I'm sure I
Yeah.
will notice when I see it.
Okay. Yeah, 5 years is a lot of time. A lot of happened since that. Okay, so what I remember about this is supposed to be a mix of Kara and Azrael in a tutorial form. That's what I remember. That's why there is the blush, why there is a cape, and I don't know, the floating is just because it's floating. So...
And floating comes back whenever someone is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Look at Azrael.
Yeah, that's true.
He's floating about.
He's so powerful that he doesn't need to worry about gravity. That's how you know real power. Okay, this is really
Oh god, the hectic part with okay, it was short. It was short, you're fine.
Yeah, and this one requires some planning because it oh, no, there's a border here. I didn't see it on my screen because I have like it in a full screen mode. So for me it's like, you know, stretches on for infinity or for a few more pixels at least. And there is a...
Basically identity.
Yeah, infinity is basically a few more pixels.
Is there a way to see your own health?
Yeah, you can. I think that's because your health resets, and I didn't want to like plain out tell that, well, you actually regenerate over time, because that's not something you do in Undertale, right? If you get hit, you need to eat food. Here you don't have something like that. Instead, for each checkpoint, you get your health back. And this is also the same thing that I did for car encounter, when I just completely hidden the health. Which is...
Okay, so I did find some old files of mine.
Yeah.
Creating a tutorial.
So it was you.
I think I tried making her, but she looks quite different here. I will look more because
Okay. The mystery of who made the sprite.
yeah. Oh, but I can send you the sprites now, and you can put them in the description as like a work in progress thing, and it might be interesting for someone.
Okay.
To see
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it came to be.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see some development works.
Or we can just like use magic of editing and put them on the screen right now somewhere. If I remember about
Oh,
that.
sure.
Okay.
I'll yell at you about it. You'll remember.
Okay. Okay. So the blue projectiles will stop me in place, which they aren't deadly on their own, but combined with the blasters, they are quite a problem. Oh no. Oh no, those are the bouncy ones. Okay.
I do like the few new colors, even though when I played this the first time, I didn't actually understand all the colors the first time.
Yeah,
I do like the bounciness as its own color.
Yeah. With the blue one, I try to introduce them like really early on. Probably too early for their own good. And here you can see that they are also like starting to change speed. For some reason. It's like... Yeah, that's a cool thing we can do with them, so let's just do it. So when each time they bounce, they just increase in speed. Yeah, and they are just following me now. Okay. See, like this phase, we've been on the blasters for quite a while, and it's not hard. It's...
I'm glad they only really split into two paths instead of like following you smoothly, because then they'd be bouncing all over the place for now.
Yeah.
Okay, the blaster is mine, surely.
Okay. We're going to check now for every sprite. By the way, you still have the... Oh, okay, so apparently I was low on health. I was not aware of that. Yeah, but we can just launch right from the checkpoint, so that's nice.
When is the checkpoint?
Probably somewhere before the blasters. Oh, all the way before the blasters.
Well, beginning of the blasters, that's a rough start.
Yeah. I think we're at the end of this stage as well. Oh, and I got hit by the... Not by the blast, but by the blaster. That's amazing.
I mean, in the original Mega Flowery fight, they masked it not by hiding the HP, but like, you would take a lot of damage at full health, but as your health got lower, you took less damage from attacks.
I don't know. I actually never.
That's how they did it in the original Mega Flower, like in Undertale itself.
Oh, didn't know about that. I thought that the Mega Flower was just, you know, as normal health as it gets.
Nah, once you're like down to like 5 HP, you take like 1 damage per hit or something.
Oh.
Like 4 HP, something like that.
Yeah, but still, that doesn't fix the problem of regeneration, does it?
No, but it does give you that same hectic feeling that you're now kind of giving, like, you removed the UI entirely, so you have no idea if you're, like, perfectly fine or close to death.
Yeah.
There they kind of gave you the same feeling, but it's also kind of fake. Because you're always on low health, like, your health is low. You get hit once and you're on, like, half health. But in reality, you still have, like, 6 hits you can take because you have a bunch of damage to that.
I'm quite...
No idea.
I believe that I just got hit second time, and that means I have only like what 1 hit left, and I'm dead.
Yeah, you got hit twice. I'm not sure if you got 3 health or not.
I mean, 3 sounds like a magic number, just overall in game development, so most likely.
Might be the hard mode number.
Oh, no. I think the hard mode is like really hard in what this, meaning that you don't get any checkpoints. You have to do from the very beginning to the very end.
Oh.
So that's hectic. That's yeah. That's
Is there
cruel.
a secret ending if you go on hard and not get hit for the entire match?
No idea. I think there is a secret ending. I have no idea when is it and how do you achieve it. Because
And endings surely become secret when the developers forgets how to actually get the secret ending.
well, if we go by this reasoning, then no, I was so close.
We
And the
figured out
bullet-
the magic number.
Yeah, so it's free. If you go by that logic, then the Pacific ending of Glitch Encounter is also a secret one because I have no idea how to achieve it.
I mean, that one's on recording somewhere, so we...
Yeah, but then the secret ending is also on recording. So does that make it less secret, or is it just hard?
It's a secret to us, not a secret to them.
It's a partially secret ending. Okay, I'm.
Like this flow of memories coming back.
Yeah.
Like I'm reliving 4 years ago.
It was. Wait, 3 years ago?
No, it's just 3.5, right?
I don't know. I think it's closer to like 4.5. I don't know.
Wasn't this one 2017?
Was it? I don't.
Thought
Did
this
we
one was
spend
early
such a long time on
2017.
it?
Could you repeat that, please?
Did we spend such a long time on it?
I mean, yeah, I believe that. I don't know. I think that the development time for this was like what, 3 or 4 months, because I spent like the whole summer and I was doing nothing but this. For the whole summer, I was free from school, so I just coding and coding and coding, and then it took me a little bit longer. So I think like 3 or 4 months of work, I guess. Not sure. And that's probably also the reason why the waves are so long. Because I spent so much on working on it, and I was like, no, it can't be that short, we have to squeeze every little bit of it. Not a good
Yeah,
idea
the
in
painful
hindsight.
part of developing something, you spend so much time on an attack that you really should only use for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But it's just like such a waste after you put hours and hours in something that lasts 10-20 seconds.
Exactly. But in reality, does it only last that short? It repeats for each player that plays, so in reality it like could last years, that 10-second fragment. If you just summed it up. Okay, this should be the end. I should be okay. Please don't kill me. No. Are we okay? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Yeah. Oh, maybe. This.
I would have totally ran into that.
Yeah, I think our HP, either our HP replenished, or I'm one hit away from death. And being really mad at myself, to be honest, because I have no one else to be mad at. Okay. Are we good?
Close one.
That's a scary one right there.
Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to dodge this one. Yeah, and I don't move. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to dodge that one. Now I'm just sitting in a place. A very hard wave to dodge.
Okay, but her projectiles are actually hitting her, so shouldn't she be taking damage as well?
I mean, she's like a god, so whatever. Oh,
Or
and
no
she's
more, I
dead.
guess.
Amazing timing.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember making... Okay, I do not remember making him. I thought you were going to use a different sprite, but it turns out... Yeah, I think I made sprites for this encounter, but then you didn't like them and got someone else to do it for
That
you.
sounds kinda rude of me, to be honest.
Well,
Like, hey, could you make those sprites? Oh, thank you, yeah, I'm going to use someone else's. That
okay, I can send you the files for what could have been with Papyrus here.
yeah, and I'm actually quite impressed that you still have those files, because it's been a...
Well, no, I searched them in our Discord conversation.
Oh!
I pulled them from there, yeah.
That's clever. Like the vault of time that is Discord.
That's actually pretty cool. Like this.
Yeah. Okay, and see, we are going with this part for way longer than it should be. And I'm like 1 hit away from death. I can feel that I am 1 hit away from.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
apparently not.
Oh, you're alive? Okay, why is it now becoming easier again?
Because of this. This is supposed to make it harder. Yeah, and it did make it harder.
Yeah, for those you gotta keep holding right
Yeah,
or left.
I
It's a very trippy thing to get into. I remember failing that all the time.
yeah.
Like anything orange related, like I would just.
Okay,
start
we now have 2 papyrus on screen. That's the thing that happened, and we should acknowledge that that's not how it's supposed to go. Well, yeah, stuff happens. The problem with this, that it was really hard to test, because depending on when you die, the result is different. It doesn't restart the wave, it just kinda pauses the wave and then resets it and goes back. So, like, think like the papyrus that just happened. It's hard to detect it, because you have to die at that very moment when I died, right? And that's just impossible, because then you have to, it would take really long time to do that.
Well, I remember in the original papyrus, how you call them?
Okay. So apparently the magic number is no longer 3, because I took damage way more often. So does it like change?
Maybe you felt sorry for the player since this attack was long and actually quite difficult, so you're just like, you know, maybe we should actually give them more help.
Yeah.
Just for this phase.
Maybe. No. Or maybe not. I mean... Okay, so
in the original papyrus
Yeah?
sprite that you should be seeing on your screen right now, well, I remember you asked me to encode some kind of secret message in Morse code onto his chest, and I can see the message right now, but I don't quite remember what it says. Maybe you remember?
No, no
Well, it's
idea.
Dot dash dot. I have to check with the translator. Maybe you remember something.
Okay, that's interesting. Secret code in a secret file somewhere down the encounter. By the way, I remember, because when installing this encounter, I noticed how many trash files there are here and in the car encounter. There are just so many files that are completely unnecessary, but are just left there for no reason, which is so unprofessional of me. But again, that was, at that point I didn't know that, so it's not that bad. It's not a website when, you know, the download size matters that much, but still, many fun things can be found there.
It's always fun to see like the works of past you, so you can judge the hell out of yourself.
Yeah. But at the same time, you can see
unfair. Wow.
You can see that you've improved, and that's like a reassuring feeling.
Yeah.
That if you see all those mistakes, you know, like, wait, now I'm better. I learned all of that. And in another 5 years, who knows? What will we know? Okay. Okay, why does it keep going? Why does it keep going? Did I at least hit a checkpoint, please? Please, the 5-year...
Oh, never mind.
No, please, no. Why was I so cruel 5 years ago?
Past you is sadistic now.
Are we back at the very beginning? We are back at the... No, okay. I'm fine. I did it to myself, to be honest. Okay, so we just need to be, I don't know, better at the game, I suppose. And the other thing is, look at the papyrus right now. It's not as creepy as Toriel, right? Or is it just for...
I guess because it's a skeleton, the lifeless eyes make a lot more sense.
Well, I like my sprite better actually, and I think he looks quite creepy there.
Yes.
I
We are
wanna
going
see this sprite.
We are going to have like a fight. Old wounds just reopened 4 years after. We're going to talk about the sprite that were used. I was actually really sure that you made those two.
I'm pretty sure you should move down for this now, shouldn't you? Because the bones coming in the top. Yeah, to avoid that.
Okay.
So I have a feeling that sometimes RNG just decides, oh here, have 5 white bones in a row, and you just
Yeah, yeah, and it's like, well, it happens. Deal with it.
Forced hits, not ideal.
Okay, I think I'm doing it.
Okay, so the braille says HELP space AE, but I'm quite sure it should have been saying help me, but I just forgot one letter and it became help A.
Help.
Okay, so apparently the virus wants the player to help him.
I mean, to be honest, you have Flow, which is absorbed like 50,000 souls, which is just like, you know, summoning those monsters from somewhere and giving them power that is beyond what they should be able to do, and just manipulating them into doing whatever they want, so they are like becoming like puppets. So yeah, I guess that a cry for help is appropriate at this position. Okay, and I think this is like the one of the coolest attack.
This little Metaton part sounds so good.
Yeah, this is the
soundtrack. Such a good soundtrack.
Yeah. Okay, now this is the maze, and the maze is fun because you have changing walls and souls that follow you, and I can actually just tap and I get a bit of the... But this is like a really memory thing. Yeah, this is a memory thing because otherwise it's going to be really hard, because you don't know if the bone that lights up white is going to rotate or shoot, right? So you don't know where to go. Let's just avoid them altogether. Okay, or we have to move a bit faster now because we are getting hit by the...
What, are they like slowly catching up to you?
Yeah, they are moving at the same speed that I am. They are like just a few seconds away. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's interesting. There is a continue button, so we should be fine. So yeah, it's not as sturdy as I remember it being. That's for sure. Is it working? Can we go? Are we at the proper stage? Please. Yes, okay, yeah, we are fine. We are past the heart. If it were to like go back to before the bonus attack, I would be angry.
For just a minute there, I actually thought it was gonna be Papyrus from the start again. I was scared.
Yeah. Okay, let's... Okay, and this is going to shoot. Okay, we can now go here. Both of those are going to shoot. Okay, we get past.
I think the one at the bottom also shoots, right? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, if they light up...
Someone shoots on the right, but you're safe. These are hard to memorize, though.
Yeah, I mean, they make a smiley face at some point. So if you remember about that, then you can kind of guess what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see it already.
That's some deep lore.
Okay, now I have to go fast. Oh, okay, I managed to do that. Okay. And there is a trick, because past the smiley face, something happens. Oh, and I'm trapped here. Come on. Can I squeeze through? Oh, I squeezed through. Okay, I'm good. Now I have to no, I have to dodge this one in this way, right? Yeah. And now, oh, I do. Oh no, oh no, oh.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
it! Okay, now... Yeah, okay. Now I don't move.
I just saw my own profile picture form.
Yeah. Oh, and this is the part that's supposed to be scary, because you can't see anything, and the moment you will hear something that should be really, really scary. Yeah, this.
Okay, that eye is mine, I think, because it looks quite bad.
It doesn't look bad. It looks a bit better than the car eyes, so that's, you know, an improvement. I don't know, I think the eye is actually quite nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
I mean, I know that right now if you were to do the same sprite you would do it much, much better. That's a good sign.
Of course.
Okay, let's try. So this is one of those attacks which just goes on forever, because the first part is like really slow and easy to dodge and nothing happens. But at a certain point, it will get faster. And that's it. That's the whole attack. That's the whole Sans phase. The others had like many attacks, some interesting mechanics. Sans just has fast bones.
It's a nice change of pace because Sans is generally the main focus.
Yeah.
To be fair, Sans is amazing.
Yeah.
I love Sans. So I do understand why it's the main focus of so much.
I mean, this attack was also supposed to be like super powerful, and you know. But in reality, I just saw a video on YouTube with slowed down version of Megalovania, and I was like, this is amazing, I have to use it. And that's how this wave started. Then I decided it was too easy to just be slowed down, so, you know, some speed up, and we have this. And now this is actually quite hard to dodge, because I don't know where I am.
Well, I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about the other scary thing that you are supposed to
Oh,
be hearing throughout this encounter.
that's
But I guess that's
later.
along the way.
If you are talking about the same thing, that's a bit later. If you are not talking about the same thing, then I don't remember what we are talking about.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Okay, I have no idea where I am, which is bad. Okay, but the bones kind of point towards you. So like, if you manage to triangulate your position, then you are fine. But when it gets faster, it's hard to triangulate your position while trying to run for your life. Okay, come on. By the way, Martin, did you find any other interesting missing things from the encounter?
Well, we'll have to see if they are missing or if they are still along the way. But if I do notice something, or if I do notice that the sprites were not being used, I will send them to you. I think.
Okay. We'll add them. We'll try to add them somewhere so they are not too, you know, don't cover up too much of the area as well. But I from what I remember, okay, this is how I remember this. You work for like this first and second and third phase of the encounter. So like everything all the way to the memories part. I'm going to just be vague for now, because you're going to see what I'm talking about. And I thought that you made all the sprites for there, and that you just on the very end didn't manage to get enough time for that.
I don't remember, but I do remember that I dropped it along the way. And
Yeah.
I had to focus on something else.
Yeah, because it's actually quite tough when you have to, because this takes a lot of time, right? Making sprites, programming, translating, all of that, it takes quite a lot of time. And when it's something that you do as a hobby, as an additional thing, and you still have to do things like job, I mean, school, yeah, that was...
Yes, of course. Well, I was really
Yeah.
trying my best at my job when I was 12 years old.
Yeah. 4 years ago. So yeah, that was still like, oh come on, I need to focus a bit more. That was still like early school times, so you had to focus a lot on that. And I tried to just finish it during the summertime, so that you don't have to deal, so that either me or Marcin wouldn't have to deal with, you know, the school as well, and we could get. But I didn't manage to do that. It took way longer than anticipated, because well, there are many things happening here, many different weird things. So yeah, that was an issue. Trying to fit it with, you know, everyday life. It's not that easy. Because in theory, this is like you know, like something fun, something like a side project, not something that you should focus all of your attention on, right? But in reality, it wants to take all of that attention, and it actually maybe should. This is okay. This is like, in hindsight, I don't regret spending the time on this instead of just, you know, learning and going to school, because I still managed to barely, but I managed to get with the school, and otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this. And this is, you know, more interesting. You learn more than calculus. Yeah, but
it was really cool back then. All the work put into this.
Yeah. So I don't know, finding a balance between your hobby and the rest of your life, it's hard. And dodging those attacks is hard as well. I think I need to position myself like a bit. I know, I remember. I just remember how I can beat this. Okay, yeah. I know. I had a trick. I had a trick to beat this. Okay, yeah. I think, because once they get like spread around the screen, there is not much you can do, because they will just point at our direction, and you don't know where you are until it's too late and you are hit. So I need to get into a corner and then choose the rest of the attack. Just stay over here, and when they attack, I go up. And this is how I'm going to win this. Okay, so that could work. So Ben, we were talking about how we barely managed to get time to work on this. Marcin did. I had to drop through in the middle of the project. How about you?
Well, luckily for me, I didn't have to spend as much time, but back then, I guess it's high school then? It was 16, so it should be high school.
Yeah.
So back then I had it really easy, like, I have exams for 1 week, and then I basically have a 3-month break until the next exams. I had a really easy time in school.
Oh, okay.
Most of my time went to playing games, so...
And you sound like you don't have it that easy now.
That has definitely ended. 3 years ago, I actually got into university, and ever since then it's I do not have the time for a break anymore.
Oh. Yeah, that's tough. Sometimes it can take really a lot from you. Okay, I think I managed to dodge that barely. Okay.
The bugs would spawn so far away if you stayed in the corner.
Yeah. The idea is that if they just don't get like too close and too broad of an angle, then I can do it. Otherwise, it could be just impossible. Well, okay. But I'm doing it. I think we are nearing the end. It's definitely working. Staying in the corner is way better than running around on the screen. That's for sure. Okay. It's still tough. even though I'm completely choosing
Yeah, and
it.
if you
it's
get
different.
one like directly to your left and one directly above you, you are kind of screwed.
Yeah. I mean, if they are directly in one direction, it's fine. If they are in both directions like this one, it's hard.
Yeah, that's hellish.
Okay, do we make
The
it?
eye is
Yeah.
actually, I guess it was flickering faster as the
Oh,
music went.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that you got someone to maybe write a script or animate the characters like disintegrating Thanos style. I remember you had a separate person to do that.
You mean the text that's on the screen right now?
No, I mean like Toriel disintegrated and the eye like went poof.
No, I think it was like in the code. Oh, and now the Mega Flower is trying to kill me just by the use of his power, but it's too late. I'm already powerful. No, I think that this is the same animation that is being used when something dies. So I think I just used the inner code that was for that. So that shouldn't be. But at the same time, I don't remember. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe that didn't work, and I had to use something different. I had to.
What's the URL to your website? I remember you were writing about it there.
I don't know, but the website is like the website been after the. I mean, in those 4 years, there was a lot of things that changed.
Yeah, okay, but what's the link?
It's filmos.net. That's like the new iteration. That's probably not what you're looking for, though. So, yeah, I kinda ignored the dialogue, but I remember that part. So, the Flowey just absorbed all those souls, and with those souls he absorbed memories, and he's going to use your worst fears against you. But he doesn't realize that those are not your worst fears, those are just games someone else played.
Your worst fears, tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, when it gets fast, it's got kinda hard. But you can see also this trend when it's just... I just make an attack, I make it slow.
Yeah, you slow it down and then you make it way too fast.
Yeah, and I make it faster and faster and faster. And I mean, it's kind of introducing to...
So what happens when you, like, draw the tic-tac-toe?
You deal damage. Actually, you get damage.
Oh.
Because there is no place for you to run, and it just keeps spawning more, you know, those tiles. Oh, it's moving me back here. Okay.
Okay, so what I was talking about was actually part of the Kara encounter. You had the Edgelord make the Kara death animation. I thought it was part of this one.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Oh, and I okay, I have to just use up and down. Okay, yeah, we got this. So here we start with like the very classic games, right? So Pong and tic-tac-toe. And later on, there are some more interesting. I mean, Medusa already is called Minecraft, so yeah, that's coming. Of course, what's the most representative part of Minecraft? Definitely not mining, definitely not crafting, but parkour. So
yeah,
yeah.
Of course.
That's. I mean, that was significantly easier than any. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, so they get smaller with time, and I have to like aim for the middle, but I'm getting hang of it. I'm not sure if we can die on this stage. Probably, because it wouldn't make sense for us not to die, but
I feel like if you miss, you would like get TP back and maybe take damage. I don't remember.
yeah, because I died here before and it was like teleported me back, but it kind of resetted the whole phase, so no idea. I feel like I have only just 3 tries, and then, I know, resets again? No! Oh, and we found out what happens.
You just straight up die or you take damage?
Whenever I miss, I take damage, and this is really interesting. Yeah,
Your heart is still turned.
we are encountering more bugs in a 5-year-old playthrough than we were in the testing phase.
Feature,
Which, I mean, it's just a visual glitch, right? It doesn't break anything.
It's thematic in my opinion.
Yeah, we are broken. So funny. And when I was really trying to test it to see if anything breaks, nothing like that happened. Why would it? But now, of course, 3 different unfound glitches before. 4 because there was a crash in the middle. So yeah, it's not a sturdy thing. Okay. It's just funny playing like this though. And actually, talking about both Pong and Minecraft, this reminds me, because I never played like Pong because, you know, that was so much time ago when the game was released. But the only time I played Pong, I think it was inside Minecraft Loader, because there is a mod which allows you to, you know, make your loading times more interesting by adding a Pong game in the middle, right? When you play against an AI. It's a really simple AI and the mod gets boring quite quickly, but it was like, yeah, interesting, new original idea. And that was, I think, the first time I played Pong in a Minecraft launcher. It's so funny. Did you guys manage to play Pong like in a different version?
I played Pong on an arcade machine.
Oh, like a real...
Actual, real arcade machine. It was really fun.
Oh, that's nice. Cool.
I could kind of see the appeal of it, with like a massive joystick that moves in 4 directions for some reason because you can only go up and down.
Yeah.
It was like a 2-player arcade machine.
Oh, that's fun. I never actually... Not only never I played, I don't think I ever seen like in real life oh no, I've seen, but it was always like behind the glass, so that doesn't really count. What about you, Marcin? What are your experiences with Pong?
Well, I was just getting really anxious for you not to die. Not to
Okay, don't worry, I was getting anxious as well.
Yeah. I don't remember playing Pong
You do
ever.
really have a pattern of speeding things up as you go.
Yeah. This time I didn't speed things up, I just
God,
made the paths smaller. It's not the same, I mean it kinda is.
There's more of them spawning, but that also makes
Now, is this
things
scripted or is it
Oh yeah,
not
yeah,
everywhere?
those are scripted. Oh, and I got it. Those are scripted because I had to make sure that there is like they are cleared fully. There aren't any leftovers at the end. Because see, those...
They don't look like Tetris pieces anymore.
Yeah, no long.
and now
Cool.
just blocks.
Yeah, who needs Tetris pieces when you can just rain normal block down on the player? Okay, let's... This part actually... Yeah, there are some parts which are really, really hard, and there are some parts which are just easy. You're right about that.
Yeah, the difficulty is inconsistent.
I mean, if you were really fans, you could just say that's pacing to not make, you know, all of it difficult. But, you know, it was just like...
There we are.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Yes. Minecraft without the mining and without the crafting.
Yeah. How am I supposed to get there? Oh, right.
That looks like an annoying jump, to be honest.
Oh, what? Why am I... Oh, there is fall damage, right. I forgot about that. It's not the void that's damaging me, it's fall damage. Another...
Oh, right, you added fall. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so another thing that Minecraft is famous for, which is fall damage.
You should have kept the Minecraft.
To be fair, it is actually famous for just randomly falling.
Okay.
You should have made the hard like make Minecraft sounds when you get full damage.
Why
Were
did
you
I...
supposed to die here or?
No, I was supposed to... I was supposed not to take any damage. Well,
I don't think you're supposed to jump that. I think you're just supposed to hold right.
Oh, maybe I'm just supposed to fall. Okay, so we are back at blocks. Different blocks, but still blocks. Okay, so... And the funny thing is that the Minecraft is like the longest standing game. Like, it's over 10 years 10 years old. No, I think 10-year anniversary was for the like full release, right? No, not for the first release, but for the full release, like the 1.0.
Yeah, that's like 10 years ago now.
Yeah, so Minecraft is like, what, 15 years old?
No, it's not that old.
Are you sure? I'm talking about like the very first version when you had...
I'm pretty sure the first version of Minecraft, like when it was actually called Minecraft, was like 2009.
Okay, so that's, what, 12 years.
That's for like the first alphas back when the game looked awful. Oh no, I didn't start until 1.3, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember which version it was, but I remember that I started playing Minecraft when Bed was introduced. That was like before that update. Weird things
The first
happened.
time I played was 1.3, but I only really got into it in 1.6, I think. Like one of the PvP years. It was a great time.
Wait,
Kinda
PvP released? That was...
No, like it wasn't when PvP released, but like when PvP faction servers became like a real thing, and every server like MGMMO got released not too long after, and everybody loved that.
Okay, so actually Minecraft here is one of the easier mini games, right? Like if you don't make a simple mistake, you don't really have space to...
In reality, if you don't make a mistake, then none of them are hard, right? But yeah, you're right. I just I think
But
they...
there's a time limit. That's I think.
Yeah, but
the rest are all timed. Like you have to do stuff as it comes up, and here it's just the parkour. There's nothing forcing you to go fast.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, this part also doesn't force you to go fast, kinda, and kinda
Okay,
does.
so this is Minecraft Part 2, right?
yeah, this is Minecraft Part 4. This is actually fun fact that the last time I played Mario... Oh, yeah, and I died. Because there's a second one. Of course! Why not? Let's just be rude to myself. I actually... Like, out of all of those games, Mario is the game that I'm not really, familiar with. It's not something that I play. Like, all the others, like, Tic-Tac-Toe is, like, just everywhere. But... with the Minecraft and Tetris and all of that, those were games that I was just like, familiar with. This one...
You've never played Mario before.
I mean, no, I played Mario, but it was not something that I'm like, the Mario franchise is like a big thing, right? And I never was really into it. I'm starting to get a little bit into it
You
now.
have to, well, if you want to play Mario, you have to get a Nintendo console. There is no other way to play it, really, so...
Yes.
I guess it's kind of exclusive.
Yeah, so
in a way.
That's probably the reason. But I just wanted to this is like an iconic thing. And when you think about games, Mario games are like really, really iconic. So I just wanted to include them. And this is also the time where the FNAF came out. So...
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about before, that the scary thing you are supposed to be hearing.
Yeah.
Or seeing, maybe, if we...
No, we are...
Maybe when you fail at...
I mean, I'm not going to fail on purpose. But I'm not sure I won't fail, like, on accident.
I think you should try and fail on purpose.
I mean, I don't... Okay, let's do that. Let's just...
the button? Where's the button?
No, we are going to fail on purpose.
Oh god.
Yeah, I remember making this.
It was actually way better than I remember it. I thought it was like a bad animation. That was actually nice. And no idea why it crushed me instead of... Okay, so...
That's also thematic, in my opinion.
I think... Okay, we are back at the... Okay, it's not that bad. I mean, it took us a bit further than I would like it to, but yeah, well, we can deal with this. Okay. Look how fast I am!
Wow.
Oh, never.
You did?
I was fast, but then I kinda... Okay, yeah, I'm just going to... Yeah. Okay. And now, here, there is no HP system. That's the whole thing with the FNAF is completely inconsistent with everything else. Because there's no HP system. If you fail, you fail. If you don't fail, it doesn't matter how much HP you have left. And instead of restarting, you just crushes you. so that's the thing. Because if I remember correctly, FNAF and Undertale came out about at the same time, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Those were like those two big games that were those two amazing indie games, were just popped out of nowhere.
FNAF came out a year before Undertale, I think.
Oh, so there's like still the FNAF craze with like FNAF 2, 3, and 4, and 5 and 6, and oh, there are many FNAF games. See, Scott, Scott was able to make like 6 games in the same span that Toby made 1. But Undertale is like better though. FNAF is cool as a franchise, but as a game, Undertale is just bigger. And Deltarune, Deltarune, I said it right. When it comes out, that will also be like a big thing. I'm hoping, no idea if it could turn out to be like absolutely awful. I doubt that, but it could end up to be like overhyped and not really that good and rushed. We'll see. Are you hyped for the Deltarune to come out?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Not really, I didn't play the first one.
I mean, yeah, I didn't play the first one either, but I'm still hyped. Oh, yeah.
Played the first. I actually played it. It was really good.
Yeah. I mean, I watched a playthrough.
Like, the soundtrack, that's like the main thing you always have with Toby Fox. It's like one of the best soundtracks ever.
Yeah, that's true. It's unique, and at the same time, I mean, Megalovania memes are still relevant, so that has to say something about the music. Okay, so at this point we tired out the Flowey. He's so tired that the whole reality is just breaking apart. Yeah. So he was trying to prevent us from making our decision for so long that he no longer can do that, and now we have to choose, and we should go Mercy because I think that's, yeah, it's that easy to just spare him. And we just sacrifice.
Why didn't you kill him?
Because I don't think I care. I think to kill him, I think you need to be on hard mode. I think that's the secret ending, or the genocide ending. I think the genocide ending need to be on hard. Yeah, but instead we sacrifice our soul to give it to Azrael, and now he can be reunited with Kara again, and it's the end.
Very nice.
Yeah, and actually the credits are also.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, look, Mom, I did. And that's no, that's you, Medusa, and Ben
yes,
should be in a moment.
That was the guy.
I'm hoping Ben is not. Come on.
I might have been forgotten. It's okay.
No.
I'm on the website. I don't mind to like for the credits. I didn't know that much.
Come on, that would be cruel. Come on.
Oh God, I remember Renaud.
No, I forgot about.
That's Ben. That's Ben.
Yeah.
You wish.
No, oh, sorry for that. How did I didn't notice that earlier? That's the second thing.
I'm pretty sure I remember that, but I didn't mind.
Okay. Yeah, so that was awkward then. Going, oh Ben, this is going to be you, and then no. Sorry for that.
That's okay.
So we made it to the end. Not only to the end of the
That
final
took like an
encounter.
hour.
Okay, I was hoping we would continue on that thought, but okay. So not only did we make it to the end of the final encounter, we made it to the end of the Final Trilogy and of the special anniversary series, because this is the last video. And this is going to be the last video I made of Undertale. There are going to be videos on Deltarune and Delta Rift. That's happening, but I count it like a new game that's not released yet. So this is like the end of the anniversary, the end of the Undertale stuff on my channel for at least a year. In a year we maybe do something anniversary, but probably not.
Depends on what Toby Fox decides to do.
Yeah, the next Deltarune or Undertale related content will depend on Toby Fox and his release.
So like you added a new person every episode, where first it was just you, then it was the both of us.
Yeah, and now it's us with Ben. And now that we are all three of us are here, we are ending it.
Very wholesome.
Yeah.
Adorable.
So if you guys want to check out some Undertale, not Undertale related content, I'm making a game, like a whole game. You can see that on my channel. I have to just plug it here because I can plug you in to go. Well, there will be a next episode next week because there isn't. I'm going to say this again. This is the last Undertale related content. Not Deltarune, but Undertale related content. And yeah, thank you all guys for watching. Thank you guys for participating. It was really a blast having you here. And we'll see each other in the next video. See ya.